The first way to declare a variable within JavaScript is with the let keyword. We write the let keyword followed by the variable name with an optional assignment that we want for this variable. The main advantage of using variables is that they allow you to use the same value again and again without having to type that out. So when we log out example, we don't have to type out hello world again and again because that is the value that is contained within the example variable. A feature offered by the let variable is that we can assign it a new value if we want to. For example, we can assign it a different string, and now when we log it out, we get the new string. And it doesn't even have to be a string, it can be any other value that we want. For example, it could be a number. And now what this means is that we can create a variable with let and not assign it any value. Now at this point, if we try to use this variable, we get that special type that we talked about, which is undefined, which is the value that the JavaScript runtime returns if a variable has not been initialized. Of course, at any point after we have done an assignment, the variable will contain the value that we assigned. Here we are defining a variable called message with the const keyword and assigning it an initial value of the hello world string. Now, of course, the advantage of using a variable is that we can use the variable without having to type that value again and again. That value is what the variable will return. Now, at this point, this looks very similar to a let keyword. So let's discuss the differences between let and const. Now with the let keyword, we do not have to provide an initialization because of course the let keyword allows us to reassign that variable at any point that we please. With the const, we must provide an initial value. If we do not provide a value, the JavaScript runtime will throw an error, and if uncaught, our program will exit. Now the reason why we must provide a value when we declare a const variable is because of the other restriction that exists on const. That is, once we have declared them, we cannot assign them a different value. The restriction that we must provide an initial value and that we cannot assign a different value once it has been initialized are the differences between let and const.